What advice would you give to young men? A lot of young men on YouTube watching this. You been married 33 years. You can look back on a beautiful heritage in your family. You've done so well. Looking back on it, I know you're still learning, but what is, if you were going to give one piece of advice to a young man to win as a husband, what advice would you give?
I always say I try to give more than I take. And so if you just think about it, rather than be a taker, I just want to be a giver. So if you go into it with that mindset, that's kind of how I looked at money too. Like, I don't think I've ever, like, I never balanced a checkbook. Like, you know, maybe going like, I always just knew I got to have more money in that thing.
Right.
Than I take out. Right. As long as am I ahead? You're still ahead.
You're fine. That's right.
And so in the aspect of marriage, it's giving. It's like, what can I give, you know, and how can I give? And what are those areas that you can give in? It may not be what you think. You may have to find where those places are, because I don't know who you're married to or who you're going to marry, but they're all different. So, and I think in business, y'all talked about this as well in that one show about what's your motivation, and I'm big into that. Like when I hire, what motivates you? Yeah, and it's not always the same thing. And when people do that and cheapen it down, TV will do that a lot. Like, oh, we know what all men are about, and we know what all went. No, that's not the case. You know, like with my dad, money wasn't the biggest motivator at all. And you'd think, well, money always, no, it's not. It's not what, it's not what wasn't with him. It's not like if I give you enough money, we do this, you know. So it's a different motivation. So with whoever you marry, you find where you can give into that, what that may need to be. Yeah. Like for me in my marriage, one of the things I do is like I cook. I am the cook. Okay. My wife does not cook. All right. She does a lot of great things. Cooking ain't one of them. Okay. About a year into it, I called my mom. I said, Kay, Corey can't cook. She said, I warned you about marrying a skinny girl. I said, well. It's great. But she can't. And so, but I remember I thought, man, if I could do this could be very helpful in this relationship and even in life. It is my secret weapon. And probably one of the greatest things I've done that I can actually brag about. I live right here, and my kids, I can hit all their houses with one set of golf clubs. That's great. So there's something to when your kids want to come back and actually be around you. Because I've seen it in people's eyes going, so many people are like, if I could have just that. Yes. It's not the money. It's not. That's right. If I could, where you can see those grandkids, they're at my house every day. Now, the cheater I did there, in-ground trampoline. Nice. This is a hack. Better, I'm telling you. That thing is like, it's the Pied Piper. That every day they're on that, it's in the ground, so it's like you have to dig a hole and all that. Yeah. But that's my secret weapon there. But having those kids want to come back and to be around you is something that I'm really proud of because, you know, because I've talked to a lot of people and they're like, I'll tell you who I ain't going to live by. Right. In fact, I said that about my wife's parents. I told her, I said, let me tell you where I won't be living is on this street ever. And they were pretty well off. And I said, I'm never living on this street. And now I can hit their house with a sand wedge. You know, they're connected. Right. We're right there. Yeah. And so you make those adjustments. And for me, cooking, that's kind of my secret deal is that my kids, they're over at my house all the time. And then when they have people come in, they're like, Dad, can you cook? Sure. And so I'm sitting there and this big family dinner time, same thing which is on Duck Dynasty, because we're all going to eat somewhere. And so the family prayer at the end of the show was important, but actually, you know what a lot of people don't do anymore? They don't even sit together and eat. That's correct. Everybody's just grabbing it and going. And that's correct. And we never see each other. We never talk. And so that was one of the things. So that's for me a giving where I can serve and say, because to cook and to cook good, it takes, you know, takes time. It takes, you know.
You can't finish the year strong if you're running on fumes. That's why I love my avocado green mattress. Avocado mattresses are all about sleep that helps you show up better for your work, for your family, and for yourself.
So before the year wraps up, give yourself or someone you love the gift of rest. Go to avocadogreenmattress.com/Ken. Right now, you can save 20% site-wide with their holiday sale, plus you get an extra $50 off with the code KEN50. Avocado. Dream of better.
I'll ask you this before we wrap. What is the meal? Like if you're going to show off and you got a bunch of people coming over, what's your go-to meal? The Willie Robertson special. It's your finest moment.
Fried deer steak.
Wow. What do you fry it in?
Peanut. Are you talking about the oil? Or
Yeah, the oil. Well, I didn't know. Yeah.
Butter?
Yeah. So peanut oil.
Yeah, fried deer steak. So it's a whole process. So it starts in the woods.
It's fresh.
I get to pick exactly the select. This is
that's
not
right,
this one doesn't begin in the grocery store.
Right.
So yeah, we get the deer, we get the meat. There's a whole process. It's fried, and then I steam it in onions, apples, maybe a little garlic. So at the end, you're cutting it. So if you ever had fried venison, you're like, oh, I didn't like it. It's probably because Papa didn't know how to cook it, or he cooked it too long.
Right.
And he went about 7 fries on there, and the last one was all burnt. So
I love venison, but I've never had fried venison. That's why I was curious.
It's my family's.
Okay.
If you ask them, if you text them right now, saying, if your dad can cook one thing, it's actually in season now, so they'll be ready for it.
Let's go.
And it's kind of that seasonal meal.
Yeah.
So growing up, we ate off the season. So it was deer and ducks and doves, and then we go to fish and crawfish, and so we just kind of ate.
Yeah.
Frogs.
Right.
Frogs are in the summer. And my now squirrel, we ate squirrels a lot. So I'll tell you this last story. So we're going to New York City. We're doing a big morning show. Big show. So they asked Miss Kate to cook. And she said, oh, okay, I'll cook something. So we go through TSA. And they're beep, beep, something. My mother has 6 squirrel carcasses in a Ziploc bag that sent through TSA screening.
You gotta
So
be
we
kidding
get up
me.
there, and she's going to cook squirrel. She's going to fry a squirrel for this show. And so the lady says, well, Miss Kay, how exactly do you cook a squirrel? My mom doesn't miss a beat. She goes, well, is it an old squirrel or a young squirrel? There's 2 different recipes. So you have to know the
that
age
host
of the
never
squirrel.
saw that coming.
So I would do fried venison. I'd probably do like a crawfish. I'd do a crawfish pie. That'd be easy. So you do a crawfish pie, because if you're gonna come to Louisiana, I want you, you have to have a little bit of flavor with that, and that would probably be enough. That'd
That'd be plenty
the
of
main.
meat. Okay, I love it. There it is. That's so good.
Hey, if you enjoyed this highlight, click here for the full episode.